Morning. Nizak Abdel, Hustlers University, Evo TV, Evo FM, The Culture Magazine, coming to you with your morning motivation. Don't get perfect. Get going. Get started. Don't focus on perfection. All too often we slow ourselves down, or we hinder whatever it is that we are starting to see ourselves wanting to begin to work on, to achieve our goals, to achieve our vision, to begin to work on this plan, this objective that we have. And all too often what will happen is we will stop at the point of having to have this thing perfected before we release it to the world, having to have it measure up to some level of absolute impossible standard of perfection before we get moving. We don't want to get stuck in the realm or in the modality of being paralyzed by a need for perfection. I have very severe obsessive compulsive disorder. I think it makes me, I don't know, borderline autistic or something. I don't know, right? But listen, I understand that I cannot, and I've had to train myself to not focus so much on trying to produce something that is perfect. I recognize that all I really have to do is produce something that is ready, right? It's at least ready enough to introduce it to the marketplace. What happens is we get stuck trying to make it fit inside some box of expectation because we fear judgment from the marketplace. Don't worry about that. You are fearing the wrong thing. You shouldn't have fear at all. That's not to say that danger is not real. Of course danger is real. But fear is a choice. You don't have to walk around in this existence fearing us achieving and accomplishing the thing that we want to do. Life is a game. Life is a challenge, right? And to be a player at the game of life, you have to recognize that you're going to have to sometimes pull the trigger before you're ready. You're going to have to start running before you're completely prepared. You're going to have to start moving and start exercising before you're completely ready. You have to make up your mind and you have to do it. If you become paralyzed by a need for conceptualized perfection, it's never going to happen. Right? Get going. Don't worry about perfection. If it's good enough, right, that someone in your inner circle and say, okay, yeah, I could see the concept, I could see what it is that you're trying to do here, right? Then at least understand that with some effort, of course, needs to spell check shit. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that, things are grammatically correct or whatever, it fits the genre, the mood of whatever you're trying to introduce. But listen, don't concern yourself with the minutia of detail that may prevent you from actually getting launched, from actually moving. Right? Sometimes it doesn't even take having a whole lot of things together, right? As long as you have something, you have some momentum, you have something built, some sort of construct that you now can introduce, some sort of visual representation of your idea, right? And that's what I do as a designer, right? As a brand designer, as a brand consultant, as a media agency. Part of my job is to make sure we take ideas from concept and we bring them to fruition. We help them manifest themselves in tangible reality. That's the core essence of what it means to be a designer from my world, from my perspective, in the world according to Zach, right? To Zach, right? So what I'm saying is now that does not to say do half-ass work. Absolutely don't be half-ass, right? Absolutely don't slack, don't cut corners. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the inability to take action because we're waiting for all of the T's to be crossed and the I's to be dotted, right? Not every situation warrants such precision of detail, right? And if you try to approach every situation in life with a need for detailed precision, what's going to happen is you're going to be hindered, you're going to be slowed, you're going to be excuse the word, but retarded, right, in your movements forward in achieving your goals and dreams and the things that you want to try to accomplish in this life, right? The key is to get going. The key is to get started. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. Get moving, right? I do these videos. I won't let anything hinder me. I didn't let traffic. I didn't let needing to put gas in my car. I didn't let the weather. Nothing is going to stop me from continuing to do what it is I know I need to do because this content has to go out. If I'm going to build my brand, I have to have branded content. And branded content, that means I have to be disciplined in the creation of that content. If I am not, then what's going to happen is the marketplace will forget me. They won't even know I exist because I am not putting myself out there and helping people to know and understand what it is I have to offer. So I'm not waiting on perfection. I'm getting started and I'm moving forward. All right? And that is your motivation for today. Get started now. Don't wait for perfection. Don't be paralyzed. Move forward. As long as you have something that is the core representation of what you're trying to do, as long as you have something that has not violated any rules or cut any corners, move. Put it out there. Move forward. Right? That's your Morning Motivational Minute. My name is Zach Abdel, Hustlers University, Evo TV, Evo FM, The Culture Magazine. Right? Now, releasing Players Publications. Right? Just hustling, trying to build a media company, right? And this is going to be epic and awesome. You watch.